Good day. Now let me know in the comments if you're there, say hello, or if you're watching this on a replay, do hashtag replay, because I always like to go in and I like to see who's been watching it, who's got value from it, because that's essentially what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to give as much value as I possibly can and help as many people as I can. So who's got a summer holiday planned this year? Let me know in the comments. Where are you going? What are you doing? Because I actually genuinely really want to know. I love traveling anyway. Fran, hey, hello. Are you going away on holiday? I know you are. What am I doing this summer? This summer, I'm actually doing quite a lot of festivals. So if you didn't know, we've got our own brand called Yogascape, which is essentially yoga to music that other instructors can teach as well. So I'm going all up and down the country to amazing fitness festivals, presenting that this summer. Hello, Trudy. Hi, Lisa. 3 weeks time to Crete. Oh, yes. It's going to be amazing. I hope you've been keeping your eye on the weather as well. It's got to be, well, I was going to say it's got to be better than here, but today's been all right. I feel like the weather here is just, I don't feel like it's made its mind up. Now, I just want to say thank you so much for coming along to this workshop, or thank you if you're listening to this on the replay. Now, today what we're going to be covering is we're going to be covering all things getting you summer ready. How can we get you feeling fitter, feeling healthier, feeling more confident in your summer clothes, so maybe you can actually dive into your wardrobe and pull out the things that you haven't worn in years. Or maybe you can take yourself along to the shops and buy some beautiful summer clothes that you never thought that you would have had the confidence to wear. We just want to get you into a place where you're feeling really, really good. And if you want to drop a dress size and keep it off, and that is your goal for this summer, like you actually want to keep it off this time, maybe you've done it in the past and the weight just keeps creeping back on until you do something else, and then you feel like you're stuck in this yo-yo cycle, which a lot of people are, which is very common, and you actually want to keep it off. We're going to be talking about the tips and tricks to help you do that today. And if you don't know me, my name's Lorna from Lorna Marie Fitness, and I have helped hundreds and hundreds of women and men, but mainly women in our squad, to get fitter, healthier and happier and feel just so much better in themselves. And I mainly help really busy women who feel like they don't have time to prioritize themselves, or for whatever reason just never have really put themselves first, or haven't for a long time. So busy mums, I help busy grandmas, I help busy career women who just need to make time for themselves. So if that's you, you're in the right place. And if there's anything in the meantime that you're not sure about, please feel free to pop a question into the comments section. I'm going to keep looking in there. But before we begin, has everybody got a notepad and a pen? If you are not old school like me, I'm really old school. I have so many diaries for different things. If you're not old school like me, please open the notes section of your phone, because I do think that quite a lot of the time we listen to these things, like workshops or podcasts, and we're nodding our head like, yeah, I'll do that. And actually, a day later, we haven't implemented any of it. And what I'd like you to do today is implement or take 2 or 3 things from this. Not really anymore, because I don't want you to do it all at once, because we know that doesn't work. It doesn't work for the long term. It might work for 2 or 3 days, but it just doesn't work for the long term. So what I'd really like you to do is just take 2 or 3 things that you are going to do this week forwards. You might write a couple of others down, but do them later on. Just 2 or 3 things that you're going to do moving forwards from today. I want this to be a really interactive session. So take notes, write things down, ask questions. That's exactly what this workshop is all about. And I'll have a specific Q&A section at the end as well. So we're going to be talking about nutrition tips for busy ladies, exercise tricks, motivation and goal setting. Because a lot of us think, right, I want to drop a dress size, the end. We need to be thinking about, okay, what do we need to do to get to the end goal? And also, why do we want that? Why do we want that specific end goal? Because that's going to help keep you motivated. And then finally, we're going to be talking about if it is your goal to drop a dress size. I appreciate some people want to drop more. Some people don't really want to drop that, but they just want to maintain their health and fitness over summer. Whatever it is for you, we're going to be talking about how you can sustainably do that so you can get to where you want to get to and actually be able to keep the weight off or to find a healthy maintenance, which sounds boring, doesn't it? But that's the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is maintenance. Being able to, and by the way, maintenance does fluctuate by a few pounds here and there. That's really normal. But we want to be hitting that healthy weight that we can maintain over time. That's the goal. So let's begin with nutrition. Now, I would like you to say, I was going to say raise your hand, but I won't be able to see you raise your hand. So say me or pop in the comments if you've ever found yourself grabbing quick food between running errands, as in you're not sitting down and eating, or resorting to ready meals, microwave meals after a really long day because you just cannot think about cooking. You don't have time, you don't have the patience, you want something here and now. Or if sometimes you find yourself skipping breakfast to then eat loads of snacks later to tie you over till lunch, or you find yourself grazing all day and never actually giving yourself a proper meal. Just say me if you have been there and you have done that. I'm sure that's probably describing quite a lot of us, right? Let me know if that is you. I'm going to tell you the main things that you want to be focusing on with your nutrition between now and summer. And between now and summer, we have plenty of time. We have plenty of time. And if you are wanting to drop a dress size, you have time to do this. There is no need to rush. And I think sometimes what actually happens, and I'll talk about this later, is if we go all in too fast, it actually takes longer because we can't maintain that. If you think about running a marathon and you want to get to the end faster, sure, you can go really fast for a mile, or you could sprint, but then it's going to probably take you overall longer to get to the end if you're burning yourself out at the beginning. So we want to find something that's going to be sustainable. Anyway, if that is you with your nutrition, welcome, you're in the right place. Now, these are the things that you want to be focusing on and the little hacks. First things first, meal prepping. If you are not doing any kind of meal prep and you're not planning, you're literally setting yourself up for failure. Now, it doesn't have to be really extensive. It doesn't have to be every Sunday, prep every meal and every lunch for the week ahead. It really doesn't have to be like that. It could be 2 or 3 meals ahead. And what I quite often do with me and Will is I will make dinner and I will make, you're not grabbing biscuits or you're not grabbing a cereal bar. Like later on, not that there's anything wrong with a cereal bar, just they tend to be not as nutritious and quite sugary, but there are better things that you can have to tie your body over. So it's prepping in advance. One really, really great way to do that is putting into your weekly shop. Sitting down thinking, okay, what meals am I going to make for this week? Put it into your online shop. Boom. If you've got time, yeah, great. Batch cook loads of stuff on a Sunday. If you don't have lots of time, make a bigger portion in the evening and package it up for your lunches and make sure you are ready with your breakfasts if you're a person who is running around in the morning. Always have healthy snacks to hand. This is where a lot of people really fall back. They get a bit hungry, they get a bit peckish, their energy is really low and they reach for sugary stuff. Just anything for the energy. And in that moment, your body is craving some energy. If you have healthy snacks to hand in your car, in your work bag, on the side, on the table, you're going to grab those. Like anybody who hasn't prepared anything and they know that they've got the biscuits on the table or the chocolate is just there or whatever it might be for you is just there and it's in front of you and it's left out on the side or it's within reach or it's just in that cupboard over there, anyone is going to do that. Make it harder for yourself and make it easier for yourself to eat healthier. Have it all prepared. Meal and snack prep. Now, second thing I want to come on to is portion sizes. So a lot of us feel like, do you know what? I'm not really eating much because I didn't have breakfast today. By the way, that's not necessarily something I'd advocate, by the way. I had lunch, I had dinner, and I had a little bag of Maltesers. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong. The weight won't shift. It just won't shift. Now, nobody is alien, and no one has superpowers that the weight just won't shift because, they're in a calorie deficit, but the weight won't shift. That's like not a thing. So we need to be looking at your portion sizes. Maybe they're slightly on the bigger side, and that doesn't mean you need to slash them in half. It means that maybe you just reduce your portion sizes by 20%, and that might be a place that you start. And another thing I want to come on to as well is a lot of people feel like they're eating quote unquote healthy. They're getting the salads and they're drizzling the salad with olive oil. They're putting loads of seeds and loads of nuts in there, maybe slicing up an avocado. And by the way, all of that is very, very healthy, but also extremely calorific. So if you are trying to eat healthier, but you're also on a fat loss, weight loss journey, you need to be thinking about maybe minimizing some of those and doing some healthy swaps. So instead of eating a whole avocado, we might have a quarter of it on the salad. We might have the dressing on the side. Think about portion sizes with your nuts and with your seeds. Have a look on the back of packets. What is the portion size? Be really, really mindful. And for a really quick guide for a portion size, take your hand. Palm of the hand is for the protein. It's about the size of the protein portion you want. Fist, carbohydrate, and thumb, the fat portion. 2 more things on this one. You really, really want to be focusing on getting protein in. Now, I hammer this home all the time with my squad, but protein is going to keep you feeling fuller for longer. It is going to keep that muscular tone and help you retain it. When we're on a fat loss journey and we're losing mass, like we're losing weight, you want to be able to retain as much lean muscle as possible so that you have that nice, lean, slender look, and so that your metabolism stays as high as it possibly can. Your metabolism is related to the amount of lean muscle mass you have. To get lean muscle mass, you must be doing strength training, and you must also be feeding your muscles adequate protein so that they can repair and you can maintain that muscle. It's so important. And also, it's so important to have muscles just in general life, to be able to lift things, to bend down, to sit on the toilet, to stand up, to walk up and down stairs, to run down the street after, I don't know what you might be running down the street after the bus, whatever it might be. It's really important. So protein is key. Base whatever's right for you. And then some fruit in there too. Oh, I've just seen this. My problem is afternoon snacking for a sugar rush. My meals tend to be quite good and healthy. So if you're getting a sugar rush or you need a sugar rush in the afternoon, I would be looking at what is going on in that lunchtime meal. Like, what is healthy? Are you giving yourself a balanced plate? So have you got enough protein in there? Have you got fibrous carbohydrates in there? We're thinking baked potato or sweet potato or wholemeal pasta or whole grain bread. Have you got your carbohydrate source in there, your fibrous carbohydrate source to help tie you over? Is the protein high enough to keep you fuller for longer? Have you got some healthy fats in there? Have you got a really balanced plate? And is the portion size big enough? Because if you're constantly or consistently needing sugar in the afternoon, we need to be seeing what we're doing before. And maybe that's the point where we say, okay, I'm getting a sugar rush. You know what I'm going to have? I'm going to have a piece of fruit, some natural sugar. Have your healthy snacks to hand and ask yourself what's going on here. Like, is it because I'm hungry? Is it because I'm tired? In which case, how can I help myself not feel so tired? Do I need more sleep? Have I had a really stressful week? Is it because it's out of habit and actually every afternoon I've told myself that I crave something sugary when maybe actually it's just a habit. So you want to be really, really questioning what's going on here. And this is something that I would advise to everyone as well. It's all about rewiring your mindset and really, really taking a look in and seeing what's going on. So rather than mindless eating and mindless snacking, we're thinking about what's going on, how do I feel, how do I feel after the meal, how am I feeling during the meal, am I actually tasting my meal or am I eating it in front of a screen or flicking through my phone? Have I actually chewed? Have I chewed enough? Slow down, eat more mindfully, and question all the time, be questioning how you're feeling and how you're feeding your body. And one thing that always stuck with me is I heard someone say something once along the lines of, your body is not a bin, so stop throwing rubbish in it. You gotta treat your body like it is, like you would a friend, but like it's a top quality car. You wouldn't put the wrong fuel in a really expensive car. You wouldn't put rubbish fuel in a really expensive car. Now your body is obviously worth so much more than that, but you get what I'm trying to get at here. Think about what you're actually putting into your body. Think about nourishing. So there's just a few things to go by there, and very quickly, some really fast hacks, because I realize I've been going on about nutrition a lot, but in terms of if you're wanting to drop a dress size or if you're wanting to lose weight, the majority of it comes from the kitchen, and I'll talk about that in a moment. But very, very quick hacks. Any sauces that you use, swap creamy based ones for tomato ones. When you're going out and you're looking at the menu, making sure that you're looking for things that are grilled and baked as opposed to obviously like fried. You can swap a lot of snacks that we've already spoken about. Say if you always have crisps or chocolate, think about going for fruit. Think about going for things like Greek yogurt, or maybe instead of crisps, going for some popcorn. So popcorn that isn't that isn't covered in a load of syrup or anything like that. What else have I written on here? Asking for the sauce on the side. We kind of spoke a little bit about that earlier. So you can pour as much as you want on. And one thing as well, when you're going out for dinner, because I know a lot of us enjoy going out for meals, whether that be to the local pub or whether you are on holiday but you're still on a weight loss journey, whatever it is, whenever you're going out for a meal or day to day or at the weekend, if you're somebody who restricts yourself during the week because you're trying to bank things for the weekend, and the weekend you overindulge and you think, oh, do you know what? I'm just going to start again on Monday. It just wasn't my week. It's fine. Just draw a line on Monday. If you're one of those people, when you go out, think about having the one thing, the one, I don't like using this word, but just for this circumstance, the one treat or the one extra, if you like. And that would be, okay, I'm going to have the wine, or I'm going to have the pudding. Or if you're a savoury kind of person, I'm going to have the starter. But not all three. Not I'm going to have the starter, the pudding and the wine, and then expect that, you're going to be able to continue losing weight. Like obviously, on the odd occasion, realistically, is that going to affect your progress that much? No, but it's what happens after. Are you somebody who does that and then the next day you think, oh, it's been a foodie weekend, so I'm just going to carry on? Or does that really mess with your mindset and you think, oh, I've done that now, so I might as well go finish off the bar of chocolate when I get home? Again, questioning your mindset. But that's one tip that I would have. I would say have the one thing. So say if you're going out for the day and there's going to be cake at lunch. Okay, I'll have a slice of cake at lunch, but that means tonight I'm not going to have the pudding because I had the slice of cake at lunch and I really enjoyed it. And you know what? Have it and really enjoy it and don't feel bad about it. But that's just a little tip. Okay, moving on to exercise, because of course, to be healthy, we must eat well, but we also must move our bodies. Our bodies are made to move. One problem I see all the time, and let me know if this is you, is a lot of people are saying to me, I don't have time to exercise, but then being, and you can be totally honest, being a little bit all or nothing. So you're saying that you don't have time to exercise, but realistically, you possibly could fit in 10 minutes of something. maybe while dinner's cooking, or you probably could get up 10 minutes earlier, or you probably could do something later on in the evening or at lunchtime. But what you want to do, or what you feel like is a workout, is something that is over half an hour or 45 minutes or an hour. So you feel like doing the 10 minutes, well, there's no point. And I just want to say that this is something I see time and time and time again. And there's always a point. Something is always better than nothing. And actually, there isn't anything wrong with doing snackable workouts, as in 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there, 20 minutes there, or whatever that might be for you. The overall recommendation is 150 minutes of moderate exercise per week, or 75 minutes of vigorous exercise per week. How you want to split that up, or how you can split that up depending on your time restraints and the busyness of your lifestyle, is up to you. So what we do at the squad is it's online. We remove the barriers. You can quite literally work out whenever you want. And I've created a new area for bolt-ons, and these are for adding on to other workouts, or just literally if you have not got much time, you go in there, you do something. And the benefit from doing nothing to, I'm going to draw a little graph for you here. So, my graphs. So from doing nothing to doing something, the benefit goes like this, and then it actually tapers off. So say this is like quantity of exercise, and this is the benefit going up the side. Can you see that? To an extent, the more you do, the better. Until you reach a point where you're actually overtraining, and then you don't get any more gains from the additional quantity. And actually, after a while, it starts to go down, and the effectiveness of your workouts actually declines. And by doing more, it's at a detriment to your fitness and to your health. But at this point here, the graph is so steep. Look how steep that is. Exponential benefits from doing something as opposed to nothing. And I can tell you now, not only does your body really benefit, but your mind benefits so much. You just put your head in a completely and utterly different space to be able to deal with everything else going on in life. It helps you show up in a better way. And actually, when you do something like that, it makes you want to eat better. It makes you want to go to bed earlier. It makes you want to eat more water. It's like a positive knock-on effect. So just remember that something is always better than nothing. If you are looking to lose weight and you're in a fat loss phase, I would massively prioritize doing strength training. So you'd be looking at our strongers, our hit with weights, our booty band, and also some of the workouts like sculpt, where we're using our own body weight for strength, and also we're getting the cardio in there as well. Minimum strength twice a week. I'd be trying to do more, but minimum twice a week, because we do want to keep that lean muscle mass. So that would be my priority. And then I would be putting the other workouts around that. I think that balance is the most important thing. So I would be trying to put in a Pilates there to work the core strength and to work your mobility. And I'd also be putting some cardio in there as well. Although a lot of our strength-based workouts do have a cardio element in them too. So that is what I'd be doing workout-wise. And my top tip for working out, and it's something I'm going to come on to in a second as well. My top tip for working out is get yourself into a routine. Do it at the same time every day, so it becomes part of your day. And that is why at the squad, we have set times over the week. So it's 6:30 every single day, 9:30 every day. And then you've got the live replays, 5:30 every day, 6 every day. And if you get yourself into a consistent routine where you're showing up for you every day at the same time, it becomes part of your day, and it will be so much easier. You will not have to rely on motivation at all. You'll just stick to it. And if you're somebody who finds that actually you're super busy and the day just gets carried away with you, everyone is demanding something from you, everything is so busy, and actually you feel absolutely exhausted by the evening, do it in the morning, first thing. I don't care if you're a morning person or not. Get your booty out of bed, get it done, and you'll feel a million times better for it. I promise you will. All you need to do is try it for a few weeks, and then tell me other. make sure it's something you enjoy so you keep coming back to it. By the way, is all this useful? I am going to go over slightly, just a little bit, but I think this is really, really important stuff. So I am happy to spend some more time with you. Now, goal setting and motivation. I have already said about motivation to not rely on it and to actually get yourself into a routine, whether that's every day. Like I find Monday to Friday doing at the same time every day is the easiest for me. Some people might do a weekend warrior, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Other people might do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Just get it into your routine. The best thing you can do for goal setting is if you have a goal of losing a dress size, break it down and think about how you're going to get there. What are you going to focus on for the first week? And I'm not talking about, for the first week I want to lose 2 or 3 pounds. That's what I want to do. No. How are we actually going to get there first? We're going to be drinking our water. We're going to be sleeping better. We're going to be eating better and monitoring our portion sizes, and we're going to be getting into good routines with our workouts. Tick, 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 tick. Next week, have I done that again? Tick, tick, tick. Be monitoring, okay, how are things going at the moment? Do I need to make any adjustments anywhere? And monitor it over time. Celebrate all the little wins. Because if you celebrate all the little wins, you start to work with yourself as opposed to against yourself. How many times have you gotten to, say, a Thursday or a Friday and been really annoyed that actually you've let yourself down because you didn't do what you set out to do on Monday? So then you give up and you think, I'll do it next week. And you end up bullying yourself. Like, I never do it. I just never do it. I can't stick to anything. And you just become your own worst bully and go into this like self-sabotage mode, which doesn't help anyone. And we actually want to celebrate all the little wins and think about, okay, that's great. Let's carry on. Or, okay, I made a little slip up. I'm only human. Never mind. Move on. What have I done that's good today? And focus on that all the time. All the things that you're doing really, really well. One mindset I would really, really like you to get into is rather than thinking in a restrictive way, like I have to restrict what I eat. I have to exercise now. I have to get up early and do a workout. Change it to, this is amazing that I have the control and the power to be able to change my health and fitness. I get to get up early and start my day in the best way. I get to move my body and feel good for it. And actually, I get to focus on foods that are going to be really good and really nourishing for my body. So not only am I going to be losing weight, feeling fitter, maintaining my lean muscle mass so I get that nice shape, but actually my skin's going to be better. My hair is going to be better. My nails are going to be better. I get to do this. This is such an amazing opportunity. Completely flip the mindset and start to enjoy the journey. Start to enjoy your workouts. Think about how you feel after it. How great do I feel right now? It feels so good. Enjoy making nice food. Or if you don't have time to make it, just get pre-made things in that's already healthy. One great one is, those microwavable bags of vegetable that's like frozen veg. You just pop in the microwave. There's nothing wrong with that. It takes 30 seconds or maybe like a minute or whatever. It's so healthy and so good for you. You can, if you really want, you can get pre-cooked plain chicken or pre-cooked eggs. Anyway, I'm going off on one here, but you know what I mean? You don't have to make it hard, but just start to really enjoy eating healthy and getting into good routines. And also, a huge one is going to be having that support network, because I just want to be real with you here. Everyone, I don't care who they are, everyone is going to fall off the wagon at some point. And it's not that whether you fall off or whether you fail or not, it's what you do next. Do you continue down a downward spiral, or do you draw a line and fall forwards or fail forwards? Because that's what we want to do. But sometimes to do that and to be able to pick yourself up, draw a line, dust yourself off, you need that advice on what to do next. And you also need that support and encouragement from other people who are on a similar journey to you. What happens all the time, and I find it really hard to see, is so many people trying to do this on their own, failing or not being able to do what they told themselves they're going to do, self-sabotaging, getting in a really bad mindset, real negative space, getting angry, annoyed at themselves, and then looking for the next thing to try and lose weight fast, the next shake diet, the next Atkins diet, the next whatever diet it might be. And then being able to do that for so long, it's that whole sprinting analogy, sprinting the marathon, getting to mile 1 after sprinting full out, can't do it anymore, drop out the race and look for the next race. That's not what we want. We need you to have the support and encouragement there when you need it. Come on, this is what you need to do now, and be in it together. And I think that is key for the long term, key for losing the weight and being able to keep it off. It's having the guidance, the support, the encouragement there when you need it the most. When you're struggling, being able to reach out and be like, Lorna, I'm having a moment, or whoever you might use in your support network, maybe you're doing this with a friend. I'm having a moment. I know I'm in a bad mindset. I know what I need to do. Help. And that can be your fail safe. And also just being kind to you, knowing that when you do slip up, you've got 2 choices. You can get annoyed, you can get angry, try and look for something else, carry on a downward spiral, or you can fall forwards and draw a line and think, do you know what, I'm only human. It's all about progress and not perfection. It's okay. It's another real good analogy I like is, if you spilt a bit of milk on the floor, what would you do? Would you mop it up? Like, oops, never mind, quickly mop it up, put the lid back on, put it away, carry on with your life? Or would you think, oh, do you know what? I may as well spill the whole carton on the floor now. You wouldn't, would you? So why do we do that with our health and fitness? Now, I really hope that you've got at least a couple of things from this that you're going to implement straight away. And maybe a few other bullet points or just kind of mindset ideas to remind yourself of what we've been talking about today. It's all really important stuff. And a lot of it truly is mindset and having that support network to keep you going, because the majority of us know kind of what we need to be doing, but we're just not doing it, or we're not doing it consistently. And that is the key. Now, if you feel like you need that reset and you just need that encouragement, that support and that advice to get you into a better place for this summer, then please do come and join us on our 6-week April reset. So I have a version for anyone who is brand new to the squad. And I also, if you're a squaddy and you're listening to this, I also have a squaddy version. We are starting on Monday, so we've got days left. And as I'm saying this right now, we've got 5 places. So if that is you, please message me straight away or head to the website lornamariefitness.co.uk/get-started and come and join us. Now, before we finish and tie everything up today, has anybody got any questions on anything that I've said or anything about the 6-week reset program? So everything that I've kind of spoken about today in terms of your nutrition, your exercise, the mindset, it's all stuff that we cover on the 6-week program. But like I said before, the most important thing, it's just about having someone there to catch you when you fall, and someone there holding their hand out and saying, come with me, come on, grab my hand, we're going together. And that's what the group's there for. It's just incredible. So does anybody have any questions at all? And if you're on the live replay as well, please do pop any questions into the comments section. I'm just going to get it up on my phone because I don't think they all come up on the live. Yeah, put them into the comments section because I will be able to see them. I'm trying to go on my profile. Lorna Marie Fitness is live. There I am. Okay, cool. There I am. 5 comments so far. Well, I hope that was really useful anyway. Oh, it says, Annette, Stacey, and 5 other people are watching with you. Well, I've got 11 on my screen right now. No, but any questions that you might have, I know we've covered a lot of information there. Please let me know. And I will hopefully see you on the 6-week reset. Or squaddies, I will see you tomorrow morning for your consistent workout routine at 6:30 or 9:30. Thank you all so, so much and enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening, whatever you're getting up to. See you later.